Degraman. I'll be doing chapter 2 now. In the previous chapter, I think she woke up from being kidnapped or something, and then she got brought here by two quote-unquote beautiful men. Now, I already like one of them, so that's good news. Anyway, let me continue. The corridor looks vaguely familiar. I try to count the doors, but almost immediately give up. There are too many. It's odd that the building doesn't look nearly as big from the outside. Ta-da! I've only let my guard down for a simple second when the big guy drags me through the door and shuts it behind us. Frantic, I shove him away from him before desperately struggling to open it again, but it won't budge. A cold chill runs down my back as I scan my surroundings. I'm trapped. Realizing that I've been maliciously locked in, I flee into the corridor, desperately tugging on all the doors as I go, yet none of them open. Oh, you can have fun doing this for all of eternity. Abruptly, I spin around. I thought I had put some distance between us, and yet here they are standing right behind me. Deciding to test my hunch on the mystical properties of the corridor, I dash forward again. After having run a good 500 feet, I turn around to see the guys frozen in the same position they were in just a few moments before. They haven't moved an inch. But not only are my two kidnappers standing there now, but an unfamiliar young man with a slightly long nose. Hello, my desperate Sophie. Oh, okay, we've got another guy. I might have called the velvet-tinged hoarseness of his voice pleasant, if my situation wasn't so desperate. Would you come inside? How does he know my name? This is also unsettling. Realizing that I won't be escaping this mysterious corridor on my own, I decide to play along. In the end, what choice do I have? Chills continue to run up and down my spine as I can cautiously walk into the room I was invited. Ooh, pretty, look at the outside. I'm not sure if I can close this, if I could, like the dialogue thing. I don't want to mess around with it in case I accidentally skip or something. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Art is very well done. Impossible. The view through the window is so striking that I rush closer to be sure of what I'm seeing. The terrain, the weather, the ground, all of it is completely at odds with the building I had entered. Wanting to confirm that what I am now seeing is indeed real, I fling the window open and stick my hand out. The fresh breeze glides gently across my skin, which convinces me even more that what I'm seeing is real. Wherever we are, we're definitely high up. Tearing myself from this unbelievable sight, I begin to glance about the room. It appears to be a study of some sort, a very roomy and extravagant study with designer pieces decorating here and there. As nothing dreadful has happened to me thus far, I decide to step out into the corridor once again, now that my movement is no longer impaired. I see another door, which given the impressive size of the previous room should also lead into it. But here's the odd thing, when I look inside the room again, it's not there. There's just a painted wall where the door should be. I pull on the door in the corridor, but it's locked. Once again, I glance back into the study. While I'm investigating the mysterious door, the stranger takes a seat at a nearby table and begins to silently watch my movements. It seems purple-eyes and the big guy have disappeared somewhere. Not that their absence bothers me, but the prospect of being left alone with this long-nosed man is even worse. I'm not too fond of this new guy. He's not as cute as the other two, I don't think. But that's just my opinion. Like, see, his hair is like my perfect type, but his face and his eyes just aren't really for me. Are you settled down enough to have a serious conversation now? Though saying that, I can see the appeal. To be honest, if you could just explain what's going on here, I wouldn't mind hearing it. That's all I've been hoping for. The man invites me to sit, and so I do. Despite its appearance, the uniquely crafted chair I've taken is quite uncomfortable. Once I am settled in my seat, an unpleasant pang shoots through my stomach. That's right, I skip lunch today, and it looks like I'll be skipping dinner too. All I can think about is going home. I want to pet my cats lying in my bed, and yeah, a snack won't hurt either. The man stands up, leans against the table, and crosses his legs. Name's Ian. It's nice to meet you. That said, why don't we skip the formalities? He holds out his hand to me, staring at it for a few moments. I notice how big it is, and that his long fingers are covered in calluses like from the frequent use of a pen. Okay. started. We are to discuss extremely important and complicated matters, thus, I ask that you lend me your full attention. What I'm about to tell you will be very difficult for you to believe. You need to understand this information will change your worldview entirely. Well, it's about time. Someone is finally going to explain what happened to me. Excited to finally be getting somewhere, I begin to fidget slightly as I focus my attention on it. Now sit back, close your eyes, and try to imagine the things I'm about to tell you. It won't be easy, but try to relax yourself. Let your subconscious speak to you. It knows much more about your situation than you realize. That was a pretty long preamble. I bet the explanation is fairly complex and interesting. Ian's voice is calm and soothing as he speaks in monotone, which has the unintentional unit. He's got an ASMR voice, guys. And in order to understand what is happening now, we need a bit of context. Let us take a small journey into the past. Our organization is spanning centuries, and each of those centuries is a story of itself. Everything has a story even this building. For example, by simply looking at it, one can understand the society that built it. Did you know that this style of architecture was very popular? Why is he giving me a lesson on architecture? I try my best to focus on his words, but my eyes are beginning to droop shut. I lean close to the table and lay my hands on it, but it's not long before my heavy head begins to sag. So I prop my cheek up with one hand, then focus all of my being into keeping one eye open and on in. Getting back to our organization's history, it is crucial that I mention that the slide rule was invented in the year of its foundation. Oh, you likely have no idea what that is. Well, it isn't unreasonable to mention how very important the theory is, and that it has remained entirely unchanged to this day. I gaze at Ian, my eyes clouding over. He has completely lost me. Deciding not to interrupt him, I swap into student mode, which is basically me pretending to listen to him as his words. Oh, that is, oh my gosh, I can relate to that so badly. That is when we realize that this chaos must be stopped. Living creatures are dying, islands are disappearing, all of it is completely out of control. Having almost dozed off, Ian's sudden bombastic tones of voice startles me awake and I stare at him confused. He's showing me blueprints now, plainly oblivious to how bored I am. I must clarify, it was in that year that this incident tiramisu was first written. Wait, what? Come on, main character, you should be listening. Now I can please why tiramisu has a bid. It was featured in an article written by Giuseppe Degraman, dated 1971. A few years later, in a quarterly magazine, Benvenuto revealed to the world the name of the pastry chef whose vision created such a wonderful dessert. Clementi's namesake, Giuseppe Maffioli. And excuse me if I'm pronouncing these names completely wrong. Hold on a second. How did we get from the history of architecture to dessert? Outraged, I'm about to interject, but Ian abruptly turns and approaches me while I'm glaring at his disdainful manner. It is not proper to treat history so frivolously. How can one understand the motivations of people who lived it, if one does not understand the conditions under which they lived? What kind of homes they had, what they ate, the culture that surrounded them. Culture, both physical and spiritual, is a reflection of our thoughts, and yet you sit there daydreaming. We are talking about your destiny here. Student mode once again kicks in, and I shamefully drop my ice on the floor. I honestly have no idea what he's talking about, and it makes me feel guilty. Noticing my discomfort, Ian softens his voice. I simply ask that you pay attention. The information that I am now sharing with you is known to but a few. Please try to understand the importance of being part of such an immense secret. I want to know the secret already. I guess I'm just as impatient and short attention span as the main character. Ian's words begin to increase in intensity, and yet I've learned nothing of value from his dissertation thus far. I'm not going to yawn, my god. Try to figure out what Ian's talking about. Ask Ian to explain what's really going on here. I'm definitely not gonna yawn. So it's either this one or this one. I don't know. Probably this. These people are trying to help me, and slightly discouraged at my lack of reaction, Ian begins pointing out specific items. Here, look, I know I explained this already, but examine it carefully. Right here is a material particle, and over here is a new field that corresponds to it. Thus, to replace the fields and particles that are fundamentally different objects in basic physics, we now have unified physical objects. These are quantum fields in four-dimensional time and space, one for each particle variety. My brain officially shuts down at the mere mention of quantum physics. Truth be told, the best sleep I've ever had was during physics class. I recognize a few of the words on their own, but as soon as they're strung together, they lose all meaning to me. I just can't seem to combine them in any form of coherent thought, let alone a sentence. Oh, this guy needs to learn how to teach. He needs to go on a teaching course. Is that rude? Okay. I still don't understand anything. My voice is faint. I've never been so embarrassed in my entire life. Do you want me to explain it to you again? At just that moment, I feel something slightly fanatical in his eyes. I have a sneaking suspicion that despite his disappointment, he'd be perfectly happy explaining all that over again from the very beginning. He's clearly passionate about the subject. A bit of mercy. What? Tell him that it's going to be unhuman comprehension. Abruptly decline his offer. God, okay. Definitely not that one. Sad. Like whenever I talk about some things that I did research on, people are like, oh, it's beyond my capability. I feel a bit sad, like, oh no, I need to explain it better. I think this is more honest. I'm gonna go for that. I'll pass. I don't really understand anything you've told me anyway. I'm a simple excuse me, what? Don't you dare categorize yourself as a simple woman, Sophie. You should be like, I'm empowered and I'm strong and all this stuff. Anyway, I just want an explanation of what I've seen and to know what kind of mystical bullshit is happening to me. Dumping his exasperations all over me yet again, Ian slides at me. In that case, the guy should be able to provide you with a simplified version of what is happening here. It would be far from complete, of course. Ask him to let me go home, ask him why he's still in time, get angry. I love that. Get angry. Okay, I think I'll go for asking why he's still in the time. Something odd is going on here. They offer to help but only puzzle me even more. I don't understand these people or their motivations. You haven't explained anything at all. It almost feels like you're purposely keeping here as if you stall for time. Of course we want you here. If you would just listen, you would understand why. Once you understand why, you'll choose to stay here freely of your own accord, as it is in your best interest to do so. But the truth is, no one is leaving you here but yourself. His green eyes grow incredibly sharp, Ian then gestures towards the window. That's one way out. Then he beckons me into the corridor where he points down into the distance. And another. The way he mocks me with his smile is unbearable. Believe me when I say this corridor is quite tenuous. Why do these people say they want to help me and only offer me threats? Deciding to call upon the aid of modern technology, I walk into the corridor and pull out my phone to check its location on the GPS. I mean, I'm not surprised that there probably isn't going to be any signal because look how, I don't know, locked up it looks. I'm getting a signal on data 2, but the GPS refuses to show it. Oh, okay, so she does have signal, that's interesting. If you wish, you may use your phone here as well. I turn to find Ian standing only a few feet away from me. Good idea! I anxiously walk back into the room and the GPS starts to work the moment I cross the threshold. It's showing me exactly where I was going to see. Yes, I'm in a suburban area of an entirely different city. Wait, it's light here in this daylight? But it was already getting dark when we entered the building. Are we in a different time zone? My phone confirmed my hunt, but he only shrugs. I am hiding nothing from you. Nothing. Once again, if you had listened attentively, you would understand completely. I could let you go home. But I don't want to do that, at least not until you understand the seriousness of the situation. Ian certainly loves the word serious, probably because he's pretty dang serious himself. I follow him out of the room and to a neighbouring door in the corridor. Opening it, he gently nudges me forward. Fellas, here's your long-awaited Sophie. Fill her in, okay? Peeking through the door, I become so confused at what I see that they have to practically drag me inside, but I don't even care. Ooh, pretty pictures of what's with the giraffe. Okay. Now I'm just having like a quick look. This is really interesting. Okay. Ooh, place in chapter 3. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it here now that chapter 2 is over. Thank you everyone for coming and watching my Let's Play of this game. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and hopefully I'll see you in another one of my videos. Bye!